history with Seth Rollins.
Oh, here we go. Another unpopular opinion. Let us know what you think. For about a year now, we've seen the transition of Seth Rollins from a vicious heel to a rather goofy, charismatic, outlandish babyface. He still calls himself the Visionary, but he's also called Seth freaking Rollins and is the World Heavyweight Champion of WWE. The reactions to Rollins' character recently have been polarizing online, but online is not in the arena, in the stadium, and the fans losing their minds. But it is getting to a point where we have to ask ourselves, has it run its course? And it's coming up to SummerSlam, where he's going to face a huge challenger with a lot of history. Have we seen the frickin' end of Seth frickin' Rollins? There seems to be two different processes of thought here when it comes to the reaction towards Seth Rollins' character. But what has evoked such reaction? For one, it probably has to do a lot with his eccentric fashion sense, which has played more into an outlandish character that is truly over the top with that slow-talking, word-dragging, rather playful demeanor that has certainly made Rollins a bit more fun on camera. His demeanor often seems to throw spice on the true wrestling skills, and you can hear the trolls online saying he's being too silly. He can't be that silly if he's gonna be the world champion. Quit entertaining people. This is World Wrestling Entertainment. Do you get what we're saying here? There's some fans that simply show up and eat up everything he's doing, but the people online are saying what they say online. One thing is for sure, Vince Russo has pointed out that Seth Rollins is now He's just completely 100% WWE, bro. He had a few issues over the years finding a solid character that lasted long in the imagination of fans, while still being a main eventer. But he, like Becky Lynch from a few years ago, went full on WWE. But what does that even mean? It means having a more character-centric performance over just being a great wrestler. Rollins nailed being a great world-class in-ring performer a long time ago, before he even got to WWE when he was Tyler Black, the Ring of Honor World Champion. But it took him a while to find a character, a solo character, away from the Shield that mainstream audiences could sink their teeth into. And this might be the first one that they took a really solid bite of. In WWE, that works. That's the reason why superstars like Bray Wyatt, LA Knight have maintained exceptional popularity without even being the best in-ring workers depending on who you're talking to. They don't need a Dave Meltzer 5-star classic bell-to-bell thing, no. They need to be names that people are talking about. Now Rollins has a character that reels in fans, gets them talking, but his outstanding matches send them home happy. If you listen to the crowds, you can tell they love Rollins. They certainly love humming along with that theme song. It's probably the most over entrance right now in all of pro wrestling. Who else literally is orchestrating the crowd to sing along with his music when they come out to the ring right now? Yeah, that theme song is stuck in your head right now, isn't it? But has this character run its course? If it hasn't already, like everything in every form of entertainment, it has an expiration date. And that's where we come in with the curious crossroads of SummerSlam in Detroit. Rollins has in front of him the Judgment Day's Finn Balor, who for a while now with this SummerSlam world title shot seems like he's been gaining momentum, getting big wins over other superstars, and the weird scenario of what's going on in the Judgment Day. We won't get into that. And in wrestling, timing is everything. It's clear that there is momentum for the Judgment Day in Balor. And the Bloodline is no longer the top faction. No, that's the JD. They're the top group in WWE. Rhea Ripley is already the Women's World Champion. Dirty Dom came in and snuck away with the WWE NXT North American Championship, while Damian Priest is Senior Money in the Bank. It would be like a cry all the way back to Armageddon 2003 when the Evolution villainous faction captured all of the WWE gold. But Balor winning the World Heavyweight title would fully legitimize him and the group. But beyond a few feuds, what is really there for Rollins to keep this world title? Was he the best choice to be the first new WWE World Heavyweight Champion of this new lineage? It doesn't make much of an argument to say that he wasn't the right guy. Rollins recently stated on Logan Paul's Impulsive podcast, though, that he has some nagging injuries, which he's avoided getting surgery on. Could these very real challenges once again be something that puts Rollins on the shelf to heel and relinquish the title at SummerSlam? Rollins has been sidelined with surgery-related setbacks in the past, only to come back really strong. Don't worry, you won't forget that theme song while he's gone anyway. The bigger part of the story, actually, is with Finn Balor and the Judgment Day and everything going on that side of this match. It's almost weird that this 7-year-long story has kind of been lost in the background, and Balor's story is about dethroning Seth Rollins. Balor winning can be a blessing in disguise. For one, it would validate him as a true generational talent that many believe that he is, but has never achieved sustained main event magic in WWE, despite being one of the biggest NXT signees of all time. Injuries, questionable bookings, and other things have kept him from being the prince-turned-demon superstar that everyone thought he was going to be when he got the call-up from NXT. That call-up saw him defeat Seth Rollins for the then-new WWE Universal Championship, only to relinquish it due to an injury he suffered in that SummerSlam 2016 match a day later. Would Balor, now as a villain, injuring a heroic Rollins and taking the world title back to him, be a true reversal of fates? Yes, it would. It could lead to a feud extending to another premium live event or two, or hopefully some time off for the Visionary. It would present an opportunity for a fresh character, something that Rollins has been able to switch on and off of in the past. Rollins isn't necessarily doing anything wrong, he's simply the most eccentric male superstar in the WWE today, and in his own words, he's number one at it. Quote, "As far as dudes are concerned, nobody is taking the risks that I'm taking. Nobody's executing the way I do." But are the risks paying off to sustain the Fighting Fashion Plate who holds that precious gold WWE World title? Ultimately, Rollins and the WWE officials will know when it's the frickin' time to end and make a change. He's been an architect, a beast slayer. He's always been one of the best, and even if he loses his title, he can still come back and be the best. So maybe losing to a deserving Finn Balor would be the perfect catalyst for the next evolution and run through the revolving door of Rollins and see exactly who comes out the other side. It's not a foregone conclusion that Rollins will fall at the hands of Balor and his purple and black goon squad. And we could have an entire separate video on what they could be doing with Damian Priest in that cash-in at any time world title shot. What we do know is we need to know what you think. What do you think Rollins' character needs to do next? Should he stay outlandish and over the top, or is it time for a change? Let us know what you think in the comments below, or check out these other great videos from Sportskeeda Wrestling.